Unul dintre secretele angajării mai rapide în domeniul IT este videoportofoliu. Hai să-ți prezint în video ăsta ce a reușit unul dintre cursanții programului Cyber Security să facă folosind noțiunile pe care le-a învățat în mai puțin de un an de zile. Urmărește până la final și în cazul în care vrei și tu să faci aceste lucruri într-o perioadă mult mai scurtă de timp față de alte modele de învățământ, atunci te invit să aplici pentru o discuție gratuită cu dintre consultanții în echipa mea ca să-ți arătăm și ție care sunt pașii de urmat și ce ai de făcut ca să te poți angaja concret chiar anul acesta în domeniul IT, pe partea de securitate cibernetică, rețele sau Linux. Aplică acum și îți doresc spor la vizionat.
Today I would like to make a project where I demonstrate a complete workflow using Linux, combining file management, user and permission handling, package installation, system monitoring, web server management, remote connections via SSH and FTP. Starting with step number 1, which is system setup and preparation, we need to create a directory structure, project, src, bindoc, and data. For this we will use sudo mkdir, the option P to create all the subdirectories, project, curly braces to create all of them at once, bin, doc, and data. So let's think we created all of them. Yes, everything has been created. Then we need to set permissions for directories to read, write, and execute for the owner, read and execute for group and others. For this, let's check what is already set. As we can see, we have read, write, and execute, read and execute, read and execute. We already have the same structure. Yes, we have, it's already set. So for this, I will set up again to showcase. So for these three, the first group would be for the owner, then would be for the group, and the remaining three will be for the others. This has the value of 4, this has the value of 2, and this has the value of 1. So if I want to give read, write, and execute value will be 7. So let's with the command chmod will be 7. For this one be 4, 0, and 1, it's 5. And for the last one again 5. For the project. Okay. The next step would be to create a file, change its name, and delete it. So let's move to the directory. Create the file with touch file 1.txt. We can see that that has been created. Then let's change the name from file 1.txt to file 2.txt. I have to use sudo command. Now we can see that the name has been changed, and let's remove it by using command rm. And as we can see, the file has been removed. Now the last step would be to create a new user and assign it to a group. I will clear first, and let's create the user, new user. Let's assign a password. Let's set a password, password updated successfully. Now let's create a user group, and let's say 4 new users, and assign the new user to the new user mode. New users, user. Now let's check if the user has been created by listing all the users. I will list only the last one from A to C. So the user has been created, and now let's see if it's part of the new group that we created. So it's part of the 4 users. Okay. Let's move to step number 2, which is installing and managing software. Install vim curl and h. Look here again. So first of all, we will have to do an update. Update has been done. We can also upgrade, but this will take more time. So to install all these apps, sudo install vim curl htop. Install all of them at once. All of them has been installed already, so this took only 1 second. Now we need to remove unused packages. For this, we will sudo apt auto remove. I've done already this like yesterday, so this is why it took only 1 second again. Install Apache 2 website. Install Apache 2. It's already installed. Let's check. Let's start it first. Sudo system ppl start Apache 2 and enable it. And check its status. As I can see, it's update, it's active, enable and active. Let's check it on the browser. Localhost. So it's working, as we can see. Moving on to step number 3, which is networking and remote connectivity. We need to configure static IP and info drop. By the way, I opened a new Kali because we will have to use SSH. So in order to demonstrate this, I will use two of them. But let's start with, first of all, with the IP. First of all, let's check what we already have. So IP show PT0. So our IP at the moment is this one. Let's add another one. 192.168, let's say 100/24 the ATH0. So our static IP has been added. Let's delete the other one in order to be ours, the primary IP. 10, 102.168, 100, 24, dev, okay, and now let's check our IP. And as we can see, it's our IP at the moment. And also we need to set up the default route, which is for the router. Sudo IP, this is with the route. And default 192.168.1.1, and that's the default route. Let's clear the screen and move on to the SSH. For this we will use the OpenSSH server. Install OpenSSH server. Yes. It's taking a few seconds. Until then, I will open the audio terminal here. So we will connect from this one to the other one. And we can see it's installed with some errors, but I think it will still work. Let's first of all start it. Start SSH. This them install it, systemctl, and then enable it, and then check its status. As we can see, it's enabled and active, so this means it's working. Let's check again the IP address. If config, and now let's connect it. So SSH Kali at 192.168. It was .1.100. And something is not working. Let's try again. SSH. Spell something. Oh, it's Kali. Only at 192.168.100. Something is not working. Let's try to connect from the other one. Systemctl status SSH. Also here it's actively enabled. Let's check the IP. SSH 192.168.3.13. It's asking for the password and we connect it. Let's move to desktop and create a file. Check it, and as we can see, the file has been created. So SSH is working. Let's exit here and move to the next step, which is to configure the FTP server. For this one, we'll use the VSV TPT. Install VSV TPT. Yeah, has been installed. Let's start it. This step, ctl start VSV TPT. Enable it. And check its status. So as we can see, it's active, enabled and active. And for this one, we have to use a service like FileZilla and use this Linux as a file server. So we can transfer from this one. Moving on to network utilities, when we need to do troubleshooting, we need to check the connection by using multiple options. The connection to the internet. So for this, the main one will be to ping. And if we have answers, replies, this means that our network is working. Another one will be to use trace route. As we can see, we have replies with all the steps that it takes in order to reach google.com. And the last one will be NS lookup. I think. Okay. We also need to view the active connections. Let's clear the screen, and for this one, we will use netstart. As we can see, we have port 80 and port 22 open. This one is for HTTP, and this one is for SSH. Continuing to step number 6, which is backup and snapshot creation. This is the best step for backups. In case of something happens, we have backup a safe backup. So create a snapshot of a VM. For this, we go to the virtual box. You can use virtual box. We go to snapshots and create and take the snapshots. Okay, and the snapshot has been created in a few seconds. So we have a backup where we can return in case something that happened. And the last step is performance monitoring. Check system KPIs. For this, we can use top or htop. As we can see, we can follow in real time. Monitor disk usage. For this, we use the command df and the option h to show in megabytes. And track bandwidth usage, and for this we can use adblock. And for the interface of ETH0, we can see the incoming traffic and outgoing. That's it for this small project. I hope you liked it, and see you in the next one.
Cauți un curs de securitate cibernetică prin care să ai o carieră sigură și de viitor, atunci intră pe linkul din bio și programează o discuție. Eu ajut românii să intre în domeniul acesta IT-ului în doar 9 luni de zile, chiar dacă nu au experiența anterioară. Poate și tu vrei să lucrezi mai mult de acasă, să-i păstrezi pe alții în siguranță, cum e zona de securitate cibernetică și mi-ar plăcea să te ajut. Lucrez cu peste 100 de cursanți activi. Dacă vrei și tu să afli mai multe, intră pe linkul din bio și hai să ne apucăm de treabă, să începi o carieră profitabilă, care să lucrezi de acasă și să te bucuri de ceea ce oferă domeniul IT. Chiar dacă ești în țară sau ești în diaspora, te poate ajuta chestia asta. Nu o rata. Hai să ne apucăm de treabă.